Wait. Okay, now we're live.
Hello.
Hey guys.
James is concerned if we're wearing pants.
Oh yeah, that was just me. I mean,
I am wearing leggings. Do those count as pants? Yes.
Yeah, they count as pants.
Okay.
See, there's a good example. You see how my camera moves just now? That is why I have to put on pants, because I never know when the camera's just going to decide to suddenly zoom out.
I love it. I feel like we need one of those, like, oh man, what was that one movie with Jim Carrey where he had like the whole TV show about him? We did that with your life with this crazy camera that just moves.
Truman Show. Yeah,
Show.
exactly. Yeah.
Donald Duck doesn't wear pants and Disney doesn't seem to care.
That's true.
Guys, if you don't want to wear pants, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No. This is not a pants required stream. In fact, after I get done with my beer, it might not even be for me. Who knows?
Woo!
Speaking of which, yeah, I had to go for an extra large mug tonight because I've got this extra large beer.
Nice.
From a little local brewery.
We were out of rum, so we did have tequila for some reason. So I had Elliot mix me a drink.
Oh man! All right, it's gonna be that kind of show.
I don't feel it right now, so
I just have a hard cider that's peach flavored. So
that sounds really nice.
Sarah loves the hard ciders. Yeah.
I'm really enjoying like, what is it? Cider Boys. I think hands down are my favorite like cider company.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Pivot all the way for me. So
Pivot,
but I mean, they did have like a I forgot which brand it was or what the drink name was, but they had like a can for a while that had Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman on it. So forget about it. That and there was one with the pug on it. So I mean,
what?
I'm gonna choose those every time.
Oh,
that's a local brewery. We have a lot of cider breweries in Kentucky, which is nice.
That's right. If you're in Central Kentucky, look for Pivot.
James, I can't believe you brought it up. I don't know. When did we first talk about this? Tina, are you going to get any of the not safe for work figures like Zorro, Attack on Titan, Eren, or Demon Slayer Inosuke? The banana can be removed at any time. I know we just started. I don't know if I can say these words yet. I think it was in the first 5 minutes, right? YouTube check stuff. It's a figure with an appendage that is at full attention.
In the birthday suit.
Completely in the birthday suit. Apparently can be removed.
Yeah, no. That's not my...
I'm still haunted by Zorro. So...
I saw the full figured glory of it, and that's not for me. I would prefer the waifus, honestly. The sexiest I get with like my figures is probably Sanji sits on a chair.
Ooh.
And that's like bare chest, like, or like Fim, the POP figure of Law. I'm sitting here like looking right at it, and like,
the
top is like pretty much
Tina.
open.
I'm sorry, Tina.
My audio popping.
It's popping.
Just keep it popping.
Let's see.
The Awesome Hair Trinity is live. That's correct, Hayden. Hey, nice. Maddie Teenager. That could come in handy, I guess. I bet. I do not have said appendage. I know the internet's been wondering. They haven't been. But
it was a bit of a euphemism. Yeah.
Yeah. So hey guys. What's new? What's up? What you been doing the past month? What you been reading, playing, watching?
I've got some exciting stuff going on. So I've been very swamped this week. Before we get into reading and watching and stuff like that, I started a new job this week.
Hey.
Yeah, and I'm very excited about it. I had the last 2 weeks off, which was also very nice. Yeah. Decided between careers that I would take a little break.
So burnout and so jealous right
now. I would, I was, it was a long time coming. I had been at my previous job for over 20 years.
That's so insane now. That does not happen.
No.
Often.
So it was time for a little break.
Yeah.
But I started my new job this week. I'm very excited about it. It's been a lot of fun and I've learned a lot of stuff. And I tell you what, I've been exhausted, like mentally exhausted at the end of each day, but like in a good way. Yeah. You know how like your body's really exhausted after a really good workout, but you feel good. It's been like that, but with my head. So I'm just if I just conk out tonight. We'll see.
I'm jealous because right now, I mean, I'm looking. So if anybody has any good remote work leads, let a girl know. But I have those days where it's a slow season right now, but I do, which is a secret. And when I'm bored, I am more exhausted personally. But luckily, I've been going back to the library and filling my times with that. So that has been helping.
Nice.
So many books.
So
Tina, you had COVID.
I did.
How are you doing?
I'm actually doing really, really well. I had a lingering cough for a while. I think that's finally cleared up. So hopefully, knock on wood, like it's gone. Is my audio still popping?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know
We
what's
need to
going
get
on.
you. We need to get you after this or during this. Look up We'll get you a microphone just to have.
Well, like I switched over to my phone because the video quality is much better, but apparently the audio quality is. So
It sounds like you dropped in water.
I don't know. Let me try to leave and I'll come back.
Yep.
Moving the body is very exhausting. Yeah. Yeah, Newsfair, you get it. That's what he does the day to day.
I mean, I can't answer this because if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Come on.
Listen, with that hair, if you were a hitman and somebody saw you, they would remember. They'd be like, I don't know. I think Matthew Mercer came to kill me. I'm not really sure what happened.
Yep. It would happen. So you said something about library.
Yeah.
Tell us about the library.
Well,
what have you been reading?
I have like 50 books checked out. If anybody watches my other shows, they already know. But a lot of novels. Surprisingly, I haven't read novels in a while. And because I do those 2 live shows a week about comic books, those are the times that I read. I don't feel like I want to read outside of that.
Right.
Because it becomes like a chore. You know what I mean? Even though I love it, it can feel like that if it's a schedule for me. But lately I've just been inhaling it. It gives me the same dopamine as bike, which I need to do less of because I've got stuff coming up or things I want to buy or whatever. So it's been great. And all the things that like I want to try but wouldn't want to buy and try.
Yep.
And so like I've been reading like it feels like it was when I was younger because like everybody knows I read fast, but like I haven't gotten to sit down and read a novel really fast lately. And so now I'm like, I'll read a novel a day or within like a few hours. Wow. And it's been great to get back to that just like hyper focused. I'll sit down like, oh, well, hey, let's meet after I read this book. And then I'm like, I'm done. Like it was good. And then we go do something else.
I don't know how you do it. You and my wife, that you all both just like can just fly through things. I'm such a slow reader. It's ridiculous.
It is a blessing. I do speed read. So like, it's all because of Lord of the Rings. I'm sure some people who've read understand, but there is some detail Lord of the Rings that is not needed. I think some descriptive detail. Don't at me about it.
Are you trying to tell me you didn't read every single word of all of Tom Bombadil's amazing songs?
6th grade me, who wanted to read Lord of the Rings, was like, oh, I realize now that maybe not all this is necessary. I can scan a paragraph and that is enough to gather what is happening. And I think that's what kind of carried on with me forever. I was like, I don't need every detail. I'm not going to miss what's happening.
Right. Yeah, that's some.
So it's Lord of the Rings' fault. That's what made me who I am today.
They call that flavor text.
Yeah, Mike understands.
Exactly. Yep. I like it. That's awesome. Yeah. I have been so I've been on audio. I've been rereading the Murderbot series lately. Have you ever read that?
No.
Oh, you would so freaking like that. Okay.
Murderbot Diaries.
Yes. You got to look that up. How do I describe this? So Murderbot is they call it a SEC unit, security unit. It's Murderbot is a kind of robot android kind of thing with what do you call it? Organic parts, but also lots of robot parts. And it has a very unique view on life. it's kind of it was made and bred, so to speak, to be basically a worker, I guess, for other people. Sometimes it does touch on, like, okay, is this like kind of paralleling slavery a little bit, but not always. But ultimately, it's like any other robot. It's meant to do humans' bidding, but it gains a little bit of sentience and freedom of its own, and it is very much an introvert. It is very much a kind of robot that's like, I just really don't want to be around other human beings. I just want to sit in my bunk and watch human TV, which I find strangely entertaining.
Girl, same.
Yeah, right. It's great. It's so much fun. I'm on so there's 4. It started with 4. I think there might be okay.
It says there's 6 books.
There's 6 books total. Yeah. There's 4, what do you call them? Novelettes or whatever. And then they came out with a full novel. And then the 6th one, I'm not sure. I haven't looked up to see what that is. I don't know if that's a continuation of the shorter stories, or maybe it's a second novel, but check it out. Please go watch it, read it, or not watch it, read it, listen to it. Yeah, it's good. I'm
open to all recommendations right now. So
the way you read, you'd probably read through all the first 4 in a day.
Well, I'm going to have to go to a big girl conference for like a week. So I'm going to bring a lot of books.
Nice.
Because I know that I'm going to need to like hang out and power down after the day.
Novella. That's the word I was looking for. I was putting too many syllables on there. Yeah. The first 4 are novellas. Novellas. I know my words. But yeah, it's good. So that's what I've been reading lately.
Nice. I'm trying to think what else has been happening. What?
Yeah. I was just wondering, did we totally lose Tina?
She might come back.
So.
I'm sure Heather's helping her figure it out.
Oh, good. Got some tech support going on. Whoa.
Doctor Strange came out, and that was a movie, and can't talk about that without spoiling things, but I did go see that.
Did you? I have not seen it, so you can't spoil it for me either. But what do you get?
I liked it. It was different than I was expecting. Hey,
there's Tina. Welcome back.
Tina, I'm happy to have you back. Tina?
Yeah, can you guys
hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually have a actual real mic. This is Heather's old recording mic.
Ooh,
look at that.
Nice.
You can see. So I do have a mic. It's just the video quality on this one is kind of bad.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's fine. You still look beautiful. Matt, have you picked up any Omnis lately? No, but I did pick up close to an Omni, the Milestone Compendium. So that's as close as I've gotten lately.
Oh, interesting.
Milestone, I think you'd like it. So think of like the big superheroes in DC, but imagine if like they're all black.
Oh, okay.
And DC bought them and then brought Milestone into everything. So like Static Shock, he's like a big famous one. That is a Milestone character. So there's like a Superman adjacent character named Icon that I am absolutely in love with, because like his type of stories are really interesting. So imagine Superman if he arrived on the planet hundreds of years ago, like during slavery, and had to grow up through that, built himself up, became a staunch Republican in like the early 90s, thought people should bring themselves up by their bootstraps, but then realized after talking to people that actually live downtown that he's been wasting his superhero power and should change for the better. Fascinating story. Absolutely. There's no reason why that should not be a movie or a TV show. We are wasting our time with other things. It should be Milestone. Very good. So I bought this like nice thick compendium. Very excited. Oh wow, New Spooky saw Morbius. I'm gonna have to wait. I don't know if I can touch Morbius. If you guys, Jared Leto. I think if you guys want to come over and we drink and watch Morbius, I think I can handle it.
Right. Oh, sorry for the camera there.
Morbius was just never one of my favorite characters.
It was such a weird decision to bring him as a feature.
So a lot of their older, I guess you could say, like B titles have done so well, C or D titles. So I think this was like, what are people interested. People always like a good vamp, film every once in a while. Let's pull Morbius. And I'm like, really?
Well, I think they were trying to bring up the Sinister Six. That's the group of for Andrew, in case you haven't watched my old Spider-Man knowledge is all from the cartoon. It's like the group of villains for Spider-Man. So they've already shown some of them, but that's why Venom and then Morbius are trying to bring a group
them all together. Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
But I'll do what I do with the Batman and watch it at home. I think there's some movies that I will enjoy better if I am not. I'll have to be quiet in a theater. Right. If I'm sitting with somebody and we get to discuss the finer points of the film, sometimes I like it better that way.
Yep.
Like the Batman.
The Batman.
Which I enjoyed.
That title still kills me. It's just I still think about that meme. It's like what your 80-year-old, grandmother would call the movie The Batman.
The Batman.
Are you watching The Batman? Mm-hmm. Have you been on the interwebs?
Y'all, I can't make too much fun of that because I pulled that exact thing once a couple of years ago. I was trying to explain. My wife and I had just seen Hamilton in Chicago.
Yeah. Did you call it the Hamilton? Because that'd be really fucking funny.
I did.
You're like the Jesus Christ superstar.
Right. I called it the Hamilton show. In fact.
Oh, that's cute.
But hear me out.
I'm
Here's
jealous
why I
you
did
saw
it.
Hamilton.
Listen. First of all, my wife will not let me live that down. She brings it up at least 3 times a year. But the reason I did it was because I was pretty sure my mom knew nothing about Hamilton being a musical. And so if I just said, "Hey, Mom, we went to go see Hamilton," she'd be like, "I don't understand. What does that mean?" So I said, "The Hamilton Show," and it was over. It was over from there. Yeah, I was just as soon as I said it, I was like, "Yep."
And the bar, it had all the characters.
Damn it! Why did I say this here? I shouldn't have told you all. Delete.
I always had a soft spot for Morbius because I was young. Because when I was young, I had his first appearance back in Amazing Spider-Man 101 with the 6-armed Spidey. Nice. Yeah, my whole knowledge of Morbius was the cartoon. Because also there's a PC game where you can make your own Spider-Man comics with images from the show. I don't know what that was called.
Is this the Garfield meme generator?
No. It's all from that cartoon where Peter's kind of buff.
Yeah. Which
is really weird. You guys should bum rush Omar's new basement. Listen, I'm only gonna do that if it gives me his damn Suikoden figures. The man doesn't
You're
need
still
to have
trying to get those from him.
Yes.
He's never gonna give those up.
Because shouldn't it belong with me? The true Suikoden fan who played
There you go. Yes.
Who kickstarted the spiritual successor, who's cosplayed several of those characters? Please. I'll never forget.
You know, if they go missing, he's going to immediately be like, Maddie.
I'm going to have to wait for him to die. If it's not in his will to go to me, I don't know.
So now you've got me interested. I'm wondering if we can do a live stream mobile, so that we can
just show up at Omar's door.
Yeah. We totally
an intervention.
Infiltrate Omar's basement, but we'll do it all live on YouTube.
I think we do it with Rob, and we're like, okay, we need to finish this. We need to finish this space for you. We open all of his gates. We tie him up, and then we open all of them.
Oh.
No,
I would never do that.
But when I did the Saturday stream with him, he was actually putting some books away.
Wow.
Granted,
nice.
There were only 5, and he made me carry them down. He did carry some down, but I carried
Philip says he's a bigger fan. Are you talking about Suikoden? Because this is not possible, Philip. It's not possible.
Gauntlet's been thrown.
That's not possible.
And then he's like, name all the stars. All how many? 101 or
108.
108?
Yes.
I'm off. See, look. Testing you.
You still have to play more because all you played was 1.
Yeah.
You need to Butts McDole.
Still the best name ever.
Lord.
I got Butt Castle.
That's so you. You heard here first. You're wasting your time watching The Circle. You should be reading Milestone comics. James, incorrect. Because I love them both, but I'm not missing out on The Circle.
What's The Circle?
Well, funny you ask. It's a live action, not live action. It is, but it's a reality show where everybody's in separate rooms. They have to talk to each other through a screen, but not with their voices. They have to be like circle message, like you're typing out a message, but you have
That's
to speak
some
it out.
Ray Bradbury stuff. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
literally
great.
read a short story like that.
Well, and you can be yourself, but you can be catfish against somebody else. And there's like popularity ratings until the end, whoever wins. But it's weirdly wholesome because I'm not a big reality show person. But we started it and I was like, they're like friends.
Dystopia
And the next thing
is
you know,
now, though.
I
I'm
was
sorry,
like,
Dystopia is now because that is literally. Isn't that a Ray Bradbury story? It
Well-
might be an Asimov short story, but it's like
interesting.
where the guy's wife is sitting in the room and she has to buy all the TVs so she can get the full experience of.
That's kind of like Fahrenheit
The
451, the giant screens.
Yeah, it might
yeah.
be Fahrenheit. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You should watch it. Time up and to pretend to draw on his best books with Sharpie. I would never.
No.
Tina, did Omar dust his shelves before he put those books away? He bought new shelves, right?
They're new
So-
shelves.
Yeah.
So I just expect it to be dusty when I go over next time.
Oh God, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That sounds about
He-
right.
but he did carry the figures with the dust prearranged on
Oh,
it to
God.
his new house. I'm sorry, Omar. I'm
Listen,
telling your secrets.
I'm sure that would work as like a live stream or like ASMR series.
Like
Maddie and
cleaning
Tina
Omar
go
shows.
over and we dust, but then there's awkward bits where we have to like dust the boobs and the figures. You know.
I love how Hayden's like, don't do it. She suckered me into it.
That'll be for the Near Mint OnlyFans account.
Listen, Hayden, you know it's good. You know the circle's good. It gets all of us eventually.
See, you say the circle, and the only thing I can think about is the old young adult novel. I don't know if anybody else read this from L.J. Smith called The Circle, which was about like witches with powers and stuff like that, which would have been
No.
totally cool. This is not selling me on it.
Listen, you just have to come over. It'll get you. Okay? It gets all of us eventually. I've been spreading the news. Elliot loves it. Okay,
I
Elliot loves
don't
it.
like watching real people, so
I know, you're so weird.
Yeah, I was like that. I never really enjoyed any of the like reality TV
Reality.
series.
did you
There
ever
was
watch like
one.
Survivor?
I watched like the first couple of seasons of it, and I was just like, it's okay. It just never it wasn't. I mean, I'm not knocking it. If you love it, it's great. It wasn't my particular taste, but that was one of the better ones, I guess. That was one of the ones I enjoyed more. It's the ones where it gets just real vamped up that I'm just like.
Now, I did tell you, Sci-Fi did have like a reality show where it was like people, like almost like Real World, where strangers lived in a house and they had like this really uber Christian girl and like a Wiccan and all these people like, oh, it was so good.
Huh.
I actually watched it. And like it was to see who changed and who could open up their mind and kind of learn to live with each other and see how this interesting dynamic happened. And then of course they had challenges. But that one was actually really good.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
This was like early aughts though, so it's been like
Oh,
20
yeah.
years.
So
It's been a
Tina,
while.
I know you've been bedridden.
What?
Oh, Madhouse.
Heather says it's called Madhouse.
I'm gonna watch it.
Mad
Casey
House.
remembers the
Yeah, I
show.
remember them.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed like. Anyways, I shouldn't say that.
So Tina, I know you were bedridden with COVID and everything else, but have you been watching anything? Any anime? Have you been playing anything? What's been happening in Tina's world?
I've been literally rereading all of Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series.
Oh
by
my god!
Kay Hamilton, which is
Oh
like
my god!
at one point in time it just becomes straight up erotica.
I mean, listen, you know I'm not against that. Not trying to out myself here, but
Is that one of the things you picked up from the library, Maddie?
no. Well, okay, actually, sort of.
Is it on Libby? Are you the person that keeps reading the stuff after me and waiting for the book for me to turn it in?
No, I picked up. It's called Moonshot. Something like that. No, that's not what it is. But like I read a comic about these like group of scientists. They couldn't get enough funding, but they realized that people really pay for weird like live stream like sex, and they're like, we're gonna go to space. We're gonna get a grant to go to space and meet other aliens and have relations with them, and then film it, and then that's how we'll get money because people will pay for that, and then we can keep exploring space. So I did read that. It was fine, but.
Okay, so one time in college, I went to my appreciation of theater arts class and or history of theater arts. And I was sitting in the front row, of course I was, reading this novel. And the cover's like a scantily clad lady like this. And I don't even remember the title of it, but it was straight up werewolf erotica, okay? And my professor was like, "Oh, what are you reading?" And I just looked up at him, and then I showed him the cover, and he was like, "Never mind." But I was just like, how do I describe,
you just
without any detail, that I'm reading werewolf erotica?
No. There's a reason why I only bring certain types of books to work, like just in case. And if I'm gonna read any like, even like just regular like comic or manga or whatever, I only read it at lunch. But that's not even if it's inappropriate. I just want anybody to know. Like if my boss were around, I'd be like, no, she can't know. Even if it's like Asadora or like 20th Century Boys or whatever, I'm like, no, you can't know about this. No. Only normal books here.
I'm not normal.
I want to talk about this series where they do questionably erotic things in order to just get to space, because that's my one of my ultimate life goals. I want to
do erotic things to get to space.
Well, I'm not necessarily that picky, but I'm also not against it if it gets me to space. I want to go to space so badly. Like, I am a big space nerd, and that is like no joke. If I had a bucket list, that would be the one and only thing on it is go to space. I want to fly to space, but it's damn expensive right now. So
I need you to play Mass Effect.
Yeah.
You need to play Mass Effect because you go to space and you get to do like I wrote an article. I wrote like a report about a lead I did about diplomacy in Mass Effect. We wrote this in grad school. And I think you'd like it. Yeah, you know.
That's awesome.
But I think you'd like it because you go through and you get to make decisions that affect these different races in space. You do get to romance some of them, which is nice.
Yep.
I'm not saying that's all it's about, but I'm saying that's why I play it. But it's very good. I think you'd like it.
I dig it. Yeah. I'm in. I like me some space stuff.
If a human bites a werewolf, does the wolf turn human? Good question. My former secretary wrote werewolf erotica. I wonder if Tina read her stuff. She uses a bunch of pen names, though.
If she was hilarious, published, like legit published by, probably, because that runs the gambit of like my polite word for it, monster.
Oh, girl, monster love. That's the polite way to say it. Yeah, I have a book for you. Okay, nothing inappropriate happens. It's called The Me You Love in the Dark. It's very good. I'm gonna lend it to you because I did buy it. Where this woman moves into a house to like focus on her artwork, but it's like a creepy, spooky house. Mm-hmm. But then something's living in there, and it ends up being this like shadowy monster figure. But they kind of like fall in love, and you've got to read it.
That sounds right up my alley.
You've got to. Andrew, have you watched the new HBO Max new movie Moonshot?
I have not, but I think I have heard of that, and I'm gonna put it. You know what? I'm gonna put it on my to watch list right now. Have you watched it, Jane? Cute. And if so, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I've watched it. I give it a thumbs up. It's a rom-com, basically, but there's space.
Nice. Okay, I'm in. Then yeah, I'm in.
Ness needs to get that funding somehow.
I mean, the budget would triple.
50 Shades of Grey originated as Twilight fanfic, just throwing it out there. Of course,
I do know that.
There's a lot of fantastic fanfiction out here.
I would not call 50 Shades of Grey fantastic fanfiction.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there is fantastic fanfiction out there.
Way better. One of my friends in college, her mom actually used to write Harry Potter fanfic, like spicy Harry Potter.
Girl, I read a lot of Harry Potter
Wow.
fan fiction in my middle school.
Yeah,
Maybe you
in
read some
college,
of her
like
stuff.
that's
It's
all
an-
you did.
I hope she didn't write that because the ship I liked was fine for my age, but as an adult looking back, it's not appropriate.
Right? So she
Yeah.
would go to LeakyCon. One of her biggest fics was based over a game of chess. Like that was like the whole fic was basically setting it up like a game of chess. And like a lot of her art that she had done for like the covers of the chapters had to do with chess pieces. So if you remember that, that was her.
Interesting. Mark said I think she's Debbie Wilder, so you have to look that up.
I'll definitely look it up. I might actually. I'll look through my books. I might still have that one.
Hayden says, so when are we setting up an NMC spaceship GoFundMe so Andrew doesn't have to bang an ood?
Listen, I don't discriminate. The ood are cool. Like don't know what they could. Let's not get into that.
My money don't jiggle
man.
jiggle. It folds.
Speaking of alien stuff, new Doctor Who news. I don't know if you guys watched Doctor Who. I kind of fell off a little bit when Joey took over, but I was a big Peter Capaldi fan. But now shooting, is it not away? Oh, I forgot his last name. But from Sex Education is the new Doctor. And I love Sex Education, the show.
Yep.
And also as a subject, I think that everyone should have it. But
in general,
the new Doctor announcement is very exciting. And there's a new special with Tennant coming back.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
Really?
And so I think it's time. I can feel the Whovian inside of me coming back, and it's time for me to jump back in completely. Very excited.
It's been a long time for me. What do we have details on like dates when that stuff's happening?
I don't know.
You know?
Hayden, I'm gonna rely on you.
Give us the deets in the comments. Yeah, because I'm with you. I think I fell off. I actually fell off somewhere in the middle of Capaldi's, just because it was one of those things where I had to stop watching for the moment, didn't have time for something or whatever, and just never got back on it again. And I regret it. I still want to go back and watch the rest of that stuff. But I haven't watched it since then.
Oh, really?
Well, here's the thing. I really loved Rose, and I loved Tennant's Doctor, and I love that whole dynamic.
I also love Rose. People
because
dog
I
me a
just
lot.
love sad, love stories. And then when that ended, I was just like, I'm done.
Well, you have to at least watch like the movie where they got reunited. But like, I don't know. I was jaded. Okay, Robin, if you turn off my computer, no.
Sabotage.
She did it during a meeting.
It's an inside job.
Yeah, Elle from Heartstopper is going to be in it. Also, everyone should watch Heartstopper.
I don't know Heartstopper. What's Heartstopper?
It is the live action version of this web comic, who's also a comic about these two gay boys. Is delightful,
and it's not as sad.
Oh my god, it is. I was gonna wait to read it before I watched it, but I was having a bad anxious day, and so I watched it, and the absolute just warmth this show gave me was so lovely. Andrew, I know your wife doesn't usually watch TV. She does need to watch it for this one. It's everything. It's
all
everything.
Right. Good to know. She will like it based on what you've said so far.
It's gay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in.
Oh, there's a 90-minute special in October to celebrate 100 years of BBC, which will be Shooty's debut. The Tennant special will be 2023. Thank you, Hayden.
100 years.
Okay, I'm in for that. Sorry, I'm just messing around with lights. Don't let me distract.
Elliot, I'm just gonna assume you never said that. You haven't finished it, so you can't say it. Oh, he's angrily typing. Okay.
Hey, speaking of shows, so
yeah.
I just watched, I'm a little behind, but I just watched the first episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Ooh, how is
that? Do you like it?
That's the one with the original
that's
cast?
The one.
Original cast, but original characters.
So that is the one that is based on the original characters from the original series pilot, right? The pilot that then they said, yeah, cool concept, but let's replace pretty much everybody. But then those characters showed up in the second season of Discovery, and that was a hit. And I haven't dug in to find out if this was planned from the beginning or if this was just a reaction to everybody saying, hey, this was like the best part about the second season of Star Trek Discovery was these characters. But yeah, so it's Captain Pike and the original number one, not Riker. The original number one, Una. Oh, I don't know her last name. Played by Majel Barrett at the time, but now played by Rebecca
Rob is
Romaine.
here.
Rob! Speaking of my number one.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
What are we talking about?
He was talking about Star Trek.
You don't want to know.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We were talking about Star
I'm
Trek.
definitely a Star Okay. I'm definitely a Trekker. Is that what they call you guys?
Trekkies. No, you're not.
Trekkie?
What a lie.
Okay, dang it.
That was close. You're teetering on the edge, Rob.
Close. Can we talk about representation for a second? Representation. I have
Always.
a theory. I have a theory on why I am not a huge Star Trek / Star Wars person. I have a theory. Who were the prominent persons of color in Star Wars? Let's talk about that.
Yep.
When I was growing up, that would be
Nobody.
Billy D. Williams.
About to say, you can't
the
see them.
scoundrel of the
Oh,
galaxy, right? I didn't have the white knight here with the lightsaber. I had like the dude who like teamed up with Darth Vader, right? Star Trek. We did have, what is her name? The first
Uhura.
interracial kiss.
Uhura, yeah.
Uhura, right?
Yep.
But not any black males. So I'm thinking.
Not until TNG.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was, that's the 90s, right? So maybe it's a little bit further along, maybe past that. So my theory is the reason I'm not a Trekkie or a Star Wars guy is that.
Yep.
But I do have
That's
Sunman.
I like it.
This obviously didn't stop me from being like, a big fan of He-Man, even though there are no black people in He-Man. But like, we had Starman or Sunman.
You got your Sunman, yeah.
Starman. Oh, I mean.
Starman,
Sunman.
Sunman, Black Man.
I'm such a fan.
Tina, what that is called, I've been boozing it up. So I pre-game before I
all
came.
of us.
Tina, it's really
There
good
we
to
go.
see you. It's been a long time.
I know. I was out with COVID.
Understandable. Thank you for not spreading it to all of us or anyone else.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Rob, I have video game things to talk about.
I have 1,000 video games to talk about. The main thing,
waiting
as long as we
to
get to
go.
Elden Ring,
Oh, I
I'll
haven't
talk about
touched it
whatever
yet.
Okay.
But
Played it.
I do have
So-
to talk about some news that we can gloss over because it's not big. But
No. Man, everything
Eiyuden
you say
Chronicles
is
Rising
big.
came out.
Yes,
And
that's exactly
it's
right.
Eiyuden Chronicles is a spiritual successor to Suikoden, my favorite RPG series, for which figures Omar has and is not bequeathed to me.
I'll ransack them next time I'm at his house for you.
But
We've been talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about doing a live stream of that.
in the Kickstarter, there was a goal
I'll do
that
it.
if like you pass a certain amount, they would make like a mini game, basically, made by different companies, a side scroller or whatever, but with some characters
Was
that
it
you'll see later.
Creates who was going to do that? I don't remember.
Huh?
But yes, as a
Yeah,
Kickstarter
it's
backer, I get those emails as well. Yes, I'm a backer too.
So that came out. I'm like almost at the end, but that's my little exciting.
No,
It's
no,
nothing
tell me
big.
more
It's
about
nothing
this because-
exciting.
Tell me more about it
it's
because
not
I
much.
too, obviously I'm a Kickstarter backer.
Yeah.
I got my keys, but I have not played the game. I've been playing other things. Elden Ring. I've been playing other things. So tell me about the games. Games
So-
plural.
It is not very. It's not an RPG. Like, some people were like, "This isn't what I wanted." They forget it's just a side game made by a different company
Right.
that gives us a little bit of lore while we wait for the game to come out next year. But
Yeah, like PT did for Silent Hill that didn't come out.
yeah,
But yes,
it's just a side
cool to have these little
scroller.
side games.
Yeah, it's
Come
very
out.
simple. There's like a quest
Stop.
system, and as you do quests,
Curse of the
you
Moon
rebuild.
to go with. Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
as you do quests, you rebuild the town, and there's some characters in there that'll be in the main game, so you get to meet some of them and get just a tiny bit of touch of the lore. But it's been really fun and relaxing. It's easy, but
That's
I
awesome.
don't care.
And what type of
That's my
gameplay
big
style
game.
is it?
I guess would you call it Metroidvania if it's a
platform? Is it
It's a-
side scroll?
Okay.
it's side scroller and you would explore the map that way?
Okay.
Okay. So it literally is like Curse of the Moon to Bloodstained.
I think so because they.
Okay.
I never played.
Because Curse of the Moon was a Castlevania-esque 2D side platformer type thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But anyway, that's all my video game news. I wanted to bring about.
Manny, I appreciate you saving that for me. I appreciate that because again, I'm a big fan of Suikoden 2, and I'm a backer of Etrian Odyssey. So, and I just haven't had a chance to play it because I have 14 jobs because I'm lazy. I only have 14 jobs. And I have 85 children all littered throughout the
I
country.
understand. Because everyone else is playing Elden Ring. I was playing Horizon Forbidden West. I'll play Elden Ring in like 2 months. Once other stuff comes out.
So can I talk about Elden Ring now? Can I talk about Elden Ring now? I really want to talk about it. Now. Okay. First of all, as you can see by my name as the Elden Lord, Elden Lord Robert 64, I did in fact beat Melania, and I am officially the Elden Lord. But I'm going to tell you something. As I
Those
just
mean
said,
things to me that I understand.
Yeah, you understand because I'm sure you've seen the
I
memes.
don't
Let me
know
solo her.
anything. I just know maiden lists. That's all I know.
Yes, I am. Okay, is that a spoiler?
Do you have maidens? No maidens.
Not anymore. They're all dead. This is a From Software game, so everyone's all dead. Like you're like, hey, let me do this side quest and help you. Like you need help.
Sorry.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, you gotta summon. They're dead.
Yeah, it's terrible. So like me, I'm one of those guys where I get a side quest in a game, I want to go through it and fulfill it and like help whoever needs help. And in a From Software game, anytime you help anyone, they die. So like I almost felt like not helping anybody, so they would like stick around in the world a little bit longer before they die. So Elden Ring, I have 14 jobs, 85 kids littered all throughout the land, but I've put over 200 hours into this stupid game. It's not stupid, it's fantastic. I'm level like 200 and something because it's so daggone good. Miyazaki, I think I said this last time we all got together. Miyazaki was trying to make death enjoyable. How do you make death enjoyable and fun? And so that's why he makes this game so hard, because I think I may have told the story. If I hadn't, I'm going to tell it again. There were these 2 mini bosses before the big boss, General Radon. He's a huge, epic, fantastic. Every video game should do a boss battle like General Radon because it's huge and awesome. But before that, there's 2 little mini bosses that come in, and they were spanking my butt. Whack, whack, whack. Like I was like, babe, this is talking to my wife. I'll be done in 10 minutes, and then we'll do whatever you want to do, right? 2 hours later, I had not beaten them. I was like, forget this. I want to go grind. And my wife knows when I go grind, it's just days of me fighting slime. Chop.
Yeah, she's just like, I wish you'd grind with me, but he's too busy grinding with video games.
Literally the words out of her mouth. Slime, you should be on me. But like for days, I'm like, all right, I'm grinding these soldiers. Like, okay, I come back, I'm stronger. I'm like, okay, I got this, right? Go beat these 2 mini bosses. They disappeared because apparently there's a Radon festival where everyone leaves and you can just go fight him. So on one end, I'm like, yay, I get to go fight Radon rather than deal with these 2 dudes. But on the other end, I'm like, I grinded for 2 days to kill you 2 bastards and y'all are gone. Like, okay, whatever. So I go fight Radon. I beat him. Like, yay. And I reset the castle. I'm like, okay, I want to give you all the revenge. I'm going to revenge. Whack. They knocked the crap out of me again. Like, what? So I go back and grind again. I'm like, I get this. Level increases, new equipment. It's like, yeah, I'm ready. You think you're something. They whip my ass a third time. What type of game is this? I can beat the big demigod bosses, but I can't beat these 2 mini Crucible Night Turks. It's terrible.
The point is to learn their attacks, to learn how to engage them, and this game will punish you until you learn this.
1,000%. This is Tina again. This is why you and I are people, right? This is exactly it. So 3 weeks of me grinding, getting stronger, learning the attacks. The 3rd week, I go in and go back because at this point, it's principle of the thing, right? So I'm playing. The girls are watching cartoons, so I'm playing on the TV next to them, like play, and I beat them. I'm like, yes! And the girls looking like, what's so? You did it! Yes, Daddy! Yes, Daddy! My wife is like, what is going on in here? You beat those things from 3 weeks ago. Yeah! That
now Daddy will come and speak with us again.
Yeah, maybe you can talk to us as like a parent or something. That is how
when Dad comes back from the war.
Because the feeling that I had from beating those 2 bastards after grinding for weeks and fighting for weeks, that feeling I had of actually beating them felt so good. It made all the time, maybe not 3 weeks, maybe that's a little bit much, but it made it worth the battle. So that's how Miyazaki makes these things fun. And if you've seen the memes of Let Me Solo Her and Melania, who is the nastiest boss From Software has ever made. Anything in Armored Core and Kingsfield and all the Bloodborns and Sekiro. What's terrible about Melania, if you're not aware of her, she is a beautiful red-haired scarlet goddess with a sword that is bigger than like Earth. And every time she hits you, she gets health back. And if you block her attacks, she gets health back. So you can't like be near her, touch her, look at her, or she gets health back. And of course, she's fast. She has attacks where she goes, and of course, her health bar is like, so you have to be the F away. Like you have to be the F away, or there's no chance. But beating her at 2:30 in the morning when I had to be up at 6 to take my kids to school was probably the best feeling. It was like, because I had done it for 2 or 3 days straight. I was like, I want to do it this time. Tina, exactly like you said, learn the patterns, get the right equipment, have the right summon, etc. So I have everything ready to go. And when she finally fell, it's 2:30 in the morning. There's only like 2 people up that I could be like, dude, I did it. And of course, my dude who is also playing the game at the same time is like, oh my god, you did it. But this is really quiet because it's 2:30 in the morning, right? We're trying to be asleep. Like that feeling. I think I'm being quiet, but I'm really not. Like that feeling is why I love these From Software games, and Elden Ring was the one for me. It's fantastic. Loved it. Highly recommended. I'm going to play through it again. Yes, I'm going to go through the hell of 230 hours. I'm going to do it again, 100%. So that is my Elden Ring speech. Thank you all for letting me geek out.
Meow said the way you describe it really does sound like SNK boss in this game.
Gosh. Goenitz in King of Fighters 96.
I don't get that reference. But
ass bosses. But see, the difference is, I'll give you that. Because, when you finally beat the boss, when you finally beat the thing, you're like, yes, I conquer you. But those SNK bosses are cheap. Melania, even though she heals every time you hit you, which is not fair. That's not fair. But if you have the skill and you don't get hit, it kind of is fair. So just don't get hit, I guess, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that's the feeling. That's why it's good. That is my Elden. If y'all don't have Elden Ring, go purchase Elden Ring. Get ready to curse and lose a whole bunch, but get ready to die 1,000 times. But once you start beating bosses, you'll be like, okay, that's why everyone plays this game. The end. Thank you very much.
I want to show Rob this one comment, and then I want to ask Andrew about his Star Trek stuff he's been doing. Ellie said, "Oh, Maddie, tell Rob what classic game series we're playing through. We are playing through all of the Dragon Quest from the
what
first
classic game
one.
series are you playing through? Which one?
He's over there. We're playing through all the Dragon Quest games from the first game. Yeah, so that's our. We did.
Maddie, you mean Dragon Warrior?
Of course, yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
I'll kill you in the face.
I just heard Quest games, and I was like, Space Quest? Are you playing Space Quest?
I played a lot of them, but we're gonna seriously start from the first one and go through. So that's what we're
awesome.
doing.
So you're going numerically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Yeah, because Nintendo had re-released some on Switch, so we're using the Switch version to play through some of those. 1 through 3,
I have a copy over there. 1 through 3 are on Switch, and they are based off the mobile version, so you get updated fonts and some save states and things like that.
Yeah,
but Dragon Quest, not Warrior, Quest 1 is still a legit game. Dragon Quest 2 is kind of a slog. Dragon Quest 3, still in the year of our Lord 2022, is one of the best RPGs you go through, because very recently I went through Dragon Quest 3 and 5 during the pandemic. So I played all the way through those on the pandemic. 5 probably has the best story of all of them, but 3 has one of the best gameplay things that you do. So having just gone through
for me, because I am a 7 stan.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Dragon Warrior 7 is.
That's what I have. I have the physical copy.
Dude, it is so long. Going through that game.
So long.
You're like, are we close to the end of this game?
No, we're not.
You're halfway through it.
Yeah, you're halfway through it. But it's really, it is also good. But for
Andrew?
me, it's. Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh no, I was going to ask about Dragon Warrior. Was Dragon Warrior 2? Was that Dragon Quest 2? I forget the lineup.
Yes.
Okay, those.
Yes, unlike Final Fantasy, where Final Fantasy 2 is Final Fantasy 4 and 3 is 6. The Dragon Warrior / Quest lined up correctly.
They all lined up. Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the very first one I'd ever played. Very first RPG I'd ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
it's time for you to try Suikoden 2.
should.
Let me just. I think all of my
I'll send
friends
you
would
a
have been.
copy.
Dig it.
You talking about your first RPG? Dragon Warrior was also my first RPG. And back in the day, Nintendo Power sent like everyone. If you were a new subscriber, you got the game. I was not one of those people who was a new subscriber got the game,
That's nice.
but they did send like a player's guide. So I had this Dragon Warrior player's guide.
Yep.
For 6 months, right? And I read it. I read it so much, it got wrinkly and thin and ripped. I loved it, just reading the monsters and the strategies and things like that. And I never told my mom because, like, we didn't have a lot of money for Christmas. Like, I wanted Dragon Warrior. I didn't say that, right? So Christmas morning, I come downstairs and I'll go under the tree, and there's Dragon Warrior, not Quest Dragon Warrior. I'm like, Mom, how did you know what Dragon Warrior? That's so awesome. How did you? She's like, bruh, you carried around that stupid ass book for 6 months. Everywhere you went, how did I not know that you wanted Dragon Warrior? Like, fair point.
It's me
And
begging
I've
for
been
Kingdom Hearts.
RPGs ever since. That was my first one as well. And then I went to Final Fantasy 1 and moved on from that, right? So I love RPGs. My niece, I'm sorry, I'm so talkative. My niece offended me the other day. She came over to my house and I'm like, hey, I want to have you play Chrono Trigger on Super Nintendo because we do like video game, like education, like games she hasn't played because like, she's 15. She hasn't played very many video games. So what should I play? You should play Chrono Trigger. And she goes, I didn't know you like RPGs. And I'm looking at like how many hours I put into Final
That
Fantasy
is
and Dragon
hilarious.
Quest and Elden Ring. I'm like, have I failed as an uncle that you don't know that I like
Well,
RPGs?
But it's
Really?
the way the game lends itself. So RPGs you tend to play by yourself because it takes so long to go through that no one else witnesses you playing RPGs. Whereas a game like FNAF or something else where you can sit down and play it in short segments, other people see you playing because it's a good game to
Oh, man.
have other people watch you play.
I need to
That's
grab
good.
my giant Freddy that I bought. I mean, he's like this big. I mean, he's big.
That's
That's
fantastic. So yeah, of course I play
Bought it.
RPG. Is Chrono Cross Remaster out on Steam?
Yeah, I bought it.
Yes, it is. There's a physical copy on the Switch that I'm eyeballing. I might pick that up.
Oh,
And that also
Dynamo.
includes the Radical Dreamers
Me too.
Radical Dreamers game that
Final
came
Fantasy
out on
VII
the
and Lunar, my first games.
Ooh.
Was Lunar like your first RPG?
Yeah, no. So my dad, I tell a story all the time. My dad took me to buy a PlayStation, and so you can pick out 2 games. I picked out Final Fantasy VII and Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. And
did
I've
a
never-
good job.
I've never looked back.
I think we talk about this almost every stream because like divorced dad's man.
Yeah,
Like my
I got
dad was like, "What do
all
you
the
want?" And
video
I was like,
games.
"Lunar Silver Star Story."
Well done. Yeah, those Lunar
Um,
games, even today.
And then I had to pick up a walkthrough, like one of those like walkthrough books. So I went
great.
to our local game store, and the guy sold it to me for a penny. And I'm sure he was trying to flirt with me,
girl.
but he like sold it to me for a penny. Do you remember that?
I bought Suikoden 2 for $4.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
What?
yeah,
What?
yeah, I
Anyways,
believe that. GameStop
Before we get
used
stuck
to-
too much, I really want to make sure there's a thing I want to ask Andrew, so he has things to talk about.
What do you want to ask me?
Well, you've been doing these really cool things on Saturdays. You've been part of this, like, doing the Star Trek videos.
Yeah.
And I would love for
So-
you to tell everybody about it.
Okay, yeah, I can talk a little bit about that. I've been given permission, in fact. Yeah, so in fact, wait, I have props.
Props.
Somewhere. Yep, right here. So, I have.
Rob is
been-
frozen.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm still. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can
we hear you.
Okay, video doesn't matter. It's fine.
We hear you. We just don't see you. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So
scary.
I have become involved recently with a group that's here in Central Kentucky that I did not know about until recently, and I'm embarrassed that I didn't know about it. There is a very large group of people who are making Star Trek fan films here in Central Kentucky. They actually started somewhere else. I still haven't learned the whole story yet. I'm very eager to figure out what like the whole origin story of all this. But there is a production group called Potemkin Pictures. I'm going to put it in the comments here.
Thank you.
www.potemkin, I can spell,
Really
pictures.com. So go check that out. Yeah, there's a group of people that have just like, I mean, this is very, very like totally what do you call it? Volunteer. You know, there's nothing official here. In fact, there's some kind of deal with Paramount that you cannot make money or whatever. So their videos are out on YouTube. You can't, there's no ads or anything because they can't collect money for it. But anyway, some friends of ours got involved. We found out about it. They got us involved. And I'm actually doing a little bit of video work for them. Most specifically with my little drone that I got recently. I'm very excited about what, while I'm opening this up, what in the world is hovering behind you now?
What is that? Oh, that's Freddie. What's up, Freddie?
I had Elliot bring it over.
Nice.
I don't agree with what the creator did or anything, but like, or what he like votes for, but I needed this.
Meh. Yeah.
That's still a cute play. Oh wow. Okay.
This was I'm not gonna lie.
Screen, Andrew. I want to see it.
This was okay. Yeah.
I'll make him full screen.
Thank you. Boom. This is a drone that I bought. I've been eyeballing one of these things for quite a while. It's a very it's kind of considered a beginner's cinematic drone. So, it's not a little $30 drone that you can just go racing around everywhere, but it's also not a multi-$1,000 drone. This is the DJI Mini 2. It's great. If you ever do want to get into drones and actually for like a little bit of video work, get this thing. It's going to set you back a few $100s, but it's a fun thing to play with. I'm not going to lie. This was totally a COVID buy for me. This was like I don't know what the heck's going on in the world. I need something to make me happy, and I bought this thing. And
it's a tech toy.
Yeah, because I'm a nerd tech boy. Yeah, exactly. And so I bought it and I played around with it a little bit, totally with the intention of like, I want to use this for making videos. And so most recently we shot an episode of one of these Star Trek pictures. So in Potemkin Pictures, it might be a little confusing when you first go to the website or go to the YouTube channel, but there's a whole bunch of different shows. And I'm using shows in air quotes because it's like there's different ships or crews, and each one of them kind of has their own series of episodes or whatever. What does that say? Don't get me.
No, it was for the joke.
Elliot,
the joke there.
My man. There it is.
Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going, Andrew.
So anyway, on a most recent shoot we shot I think it was last Saturday or the Saturday before that. We did a couple of shots where I used this drone and did like little, what you would traditionally call in cinema making, like kind of a crane shot where you kind of feel like you're like maybe 10, 15 feet up in the air and the camera's slowly coming down or something like that. Except we did it all with this drone. And it was a lot of fun. And I cannot wait for that to come out. I will certainly post a link to that once it's out.
What's the quality of that drone video footage? 1080p?
No, this will do 4K.
4K.
This will do 4K 30. I think it only goes up to 30 frames a second at 4K, but it will do, or maybe 60. I can't remember. It will do at least 60 frames a second at 1080p. I think that's what it is. I think it's 4K 30, 1080p 60. So you can get some slow-mo with it if you want.
That's so cool.
It's a lot of fun. And my wife is in it, by the way. This is how I got involved. This right here, let me tell you about irony. The fact that I am Star Trek geek and I didn't know anything about this until my wife came to me and said, "Hey, I'm going to be in a Star Trek fan film here in Central Kentucky." And I was like, "What? I was kind of like, this was like, I was Rob going, "Oh, you're into RPGs?" Like, I was just like, "What? How have I failed that I did not know about this?"
Because your wife asked me about makeup, and then like I was like, "Oh, what you doing it for?" And she's like, "Oh, just a Star Trek film thing." And I was like, "Oh yeah, my other friend's already in it."
Oh yeah, and same, like I saw a friend of mine in it, and then next week like, you guys were in it, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah. There's a lot of crossover.
Listen,
I think everybody
Tina,
here knows some people.
You and I have got to join in like just one weekend, not enough to like commit to like multiple things, but like, come on.
Oh, trust me, I've already been thinking about recruiting you all, and the commitment thing. That's exactly. It's funny you say that because when at first I got involved with them, I was like very hesitant to commit, just because I know me. I know that I will like be like, yes, I want to dive all into this, and then it's not until later that I remember. Oh wait, I already said that to like 5 other things.
Yeah.
I got to be really careful about it. But this has been a lot of fun, and it's Star Trek. Come on.
We need to find some fun like skits for us to film or whatever. because
Yeah.
one, I would love for us to get together and do that stuff just to do it, and also bring in people like our spouses or whoever, friends. Just I don't know, just to dick around.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that. Yeah, I've been thinking about the fact that we haven't put out too many videos lately on this channel, and I think it's because we're finally hitting the summertime, and I don't know, at least for me, it's just like I feel like I can finally get back to slightly normal life. And like I'm having to creep into that slowly, but also just like having the energy just to do the normal things,
Oh yeah.
let alone these fun things that we can do, like get together and actually put productions together on the weekend. Like right now I'm just having to like save weekends for like, oh, I can go visit family and friends that I haven't seen in 2 years or something like
For me,
that.
weekends are I can clean the house and do the dishes. Cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
that too.
same, Rob. Yeah, I
That
feel like
too.
I'm just keeping myself like because burnout, which is a very real thing. Most of it's done with the pandemic, right? But like, is keep myself afloat with like housework or whatever.
Mhm.
And those little slivers of like, okay, well, let me treat myself to playing some game on Xbox Game Pass to keep myself
Oh, hell yeah.
alive. Like
Yep.
Let me
unpacking.
treat myself to playing Elden Ring till 3 a.m. Okay, cool.
Listen, I'll be there in a few months, but first I've got to play AI Somnium Files, the next game, and then I've got to play this other stuff, and then we have a new Monkey Island. Excuse me,
Yeah,
we have a new
new Monkey
Monkey
Island.
I
Island.
Ron
saw
Gilbert.
that. I saw that and I immediately was like,
And
Elliot and
Rob,
Maddie.
Rob, did I show you we did that like limited run games like super special Monkey
Yes.
Island thing. Okay, yeah.
So people were giving Ron Gilbert, creator of Monkey Island, all this grief on the art style, how it looks retro, but not. It doesn't look
it's
retro.
beautiful.
It looks new. It looks. Look, all you all who are hating on Ron Gilbert and the style of the new Monkey Island, go F
I
yourself.
want to
Like no,
flip them off.
yeah, like
But
I'm
we're
not gonna
live.
do that. This is a
Imagine my middle fingers are out.
because
At
those
the
games
1
back in
hour
the day.
and 1 minute mark, Rob and Maddie
true, that's
tell
true.
people to go
Wherever
F
you can.
themselves.
Stay away
Yep.
from Ron Gilbert.
Yeah, like those games back in the day, there's not pixel art. That was just art. They were state of the art, amazing ways to do games. So now they're pixel art. So now he's doing the same thing, state of the art animation and like presentation. So please, all you people that want like retro games, like that's me, right? Cool, but let Ron Gilbert do his thing. Don't make him feel bad about making the
He
new
can do
Monkey
whatever.
Island, right? Yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
let's add that on list of. So we have a video series idea, which is have Andrew try stuff he hasn't tried before.
Yeah.
Where do we start?
And so, like, we
There's
talk
a
about
lot.
putting him, and this is dependent on like situations, right? But like putting him in cosplay, going to convention, whatever. But I think different like medias is also be fun. Like I would happily film and hang out with you playing like different games you haven't played before and seeing how you
Yeah.
like that, or like I don't know, that kind of thing is just fun.
Andrew,
Yep.
I
And
literally
Monkey
have
Island
every
is
game
like
ever
your
made.
humor to a T.
Just come over. Just
I
come
like
over
it.
straight.
What'd you say, Rob?
I said I literally have every game ever made. Just come
Yep.
over. Come
Yep.
over. Look at this over here. Look, see that? See that? Just come over. It's all there. It's all
Oh,
there.
and we also need to film, if you guys are interested, this summer, if there's a day that works for everybody, I think it'd be really fun for a little near mitten group go to the Ren Fair. Just a little video, a little fun,
Yes.
little drinking.
I'm all in. Absolutely. I'll bring my
Hopefully I'll
Elden Ring
finish my
sword.
outfit.
What? Yeah,
I said,
Tina will
hopefully I'll
finish her
finish my
outfit.
I mean, that's a good example right there. I've never been to a Ren Fair.
Ah, we have to fix that this
Even
summer.
I've been to a Renaissance fair, Andrew, in a real
Oh.
freaking castle in
Can we
like Ohio.
Tina,
Yes.
we have to dress up Andrew.
Okay.
Yep.
James, I'm not letting Andrew cut that hair. Are you
No,
kidding me?
no, you may not touch that.
Do you
You
see
can't
this
touch it.
gorgeous man right here? No.
Mm,
Can't touch
Oh, no.
this.
I don't know what to do about this because
I
I
love
just like
it.
it
Just
was
keep
an
it going.
experiment. This is, I went through 40 some years of life without long hair, and then COVID hit, and I was like, okay, sure, why not? And now I don't know what to do. Where do I
this could-
stop?
You can
See,
get it
this is-
shaped. I think you could get like some layers in there or whatever. But honestly, I think this length is very attractive on you.
You're thinking
No, yeah,
Matt
don't touch-
Mercer
don't touch it.
layers, like the kind
Yeah.
of like shaggy bangs and
No, not the bangs. Just
Mm.
like you need to add some shape to because it just lays there if you don't.
You need to put
I got it.
blue at the bottom on the tips. Blue will look good on the tips.
Oh,
Frosted tips.
yeah. Hayden lives in Scotland. Ren fairs are actually a thing. I just went to one
Yes.
last weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
We are very
Yep.
serious about Ren fairs.
Like I need to find pictures of me in a castle like dueling a knight. It was awesome.
I go for
All right,
my
I have to
birthday
go. I have to
every
go,
year.
but I want to show one more thing before I go. As you
Yeah.
know, the month of May, the whole month of May is my birthday, and
Yeah,
I've been
of course.
hassling. Thank you, I appreciate it. I've been hassling my wife, babe, I love you, but if you love me, you would buy me Godzilla, the pinball machine. Pinball machine. It's fantastic. It's $9,000 and it's huge, but if you really
What?
love me, it is. Well, there's two. There's
What?
the $6,000 version that has like little stickers of Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla, but then there's the $9,000 version that has like actual like Godzilla in a building that goes up and down. It's freaking awesome. It's totally worth $9,000. It's not worth $9,000. Shh.
I could pay off
So,
my student loan and my credit card debt with
Yeah.
that.
Exactly right. So it is not even me as a hardcore gamer. I'll drop a dime on like video games and stuff. I can't spend $9,000 on Godzilla, but I keep talking about it. So this is what she gave me for my birthday, because my wife, if you all met her, she's pretty awesome. She gave me, she did in fact give me. Godzilla.
Ah!
Oh.
Let's see. Oh wait, this is this camera right here. This is Godzilla, and it has a little ball in it.
Oh my god!
It has all the art.
That is so adorable.
So
That
what
is
I
so
did
cute.
is I went to the arcade that has a real Godzilla and took pictures of mini Godzilla on top of real Godzilla. So yeah, it's cute. So yeah, thank you, babe. And thank you all
That
for
is
you
so
all
cute.
said happy birthday. I
Oh my
appreciate you all
God,
with
so
birthday wishes.
great.
I love you guys.
That's
So
so.
we need to
amazing.
celebrate my birthday together because birthdays are steak, cake, and bourbon. So we all need to get together.
Ooh, bourbon
very
tasting
soon.
party.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
Steak,
we do that.
cake, bourbon. Let's make sure we make that happen. Okay?
We can go to
And pinball.
Tilty Bob's.
Tilty Bob's.
Tilty Bob's.
Tilty Bob's is
I
where
want
they
to
have that.
go.
That's it. That's where we're gonna celebrate Rob's birthday.
All right,
at
well,
Tilty
put
Bob's.
it on
We're
the
gonna do it.
calendar.
We'll put it on the calendar and we'll make it happen.
All
Awesome.
right,
They have
All
like a whole floor of pinball machines, right?
I want to
So
go.
the third floor
Where is
is, and this is
It's
so
in.
this is
It's
on-
in. It is in a town that is near us.
Okay.
In
Correct.
downtown, in a city that is near us.
Correct,
In
correct.
the downtown of the L.
in the downtown
Word.
area.
Okay.
The
So I
L word.
I had a group of guys go like we were supposed to go to the Borough Arcade, and instead we went to like Tilty Bob's, and one of the kids was like 14. I was like, dude, I'll sneak you in because it turns into like a buck. This is a barcade, right? I'll sneak you in. It's fine. This did not happen. I'm just making the story up. But I thought I thought everyone would hang out on the second floor where they have like arcade games because they have like Time Crisis and Vindicators and Crystal Cats. They have stuff that you can't play very easily via emulation or whatever. No, they spent all their time on the third floor where all the pinball games are. And they have all the Stern stuff. They have Turtles. They have Pinbot. They have this like hilarious like Oktoberfest pinball machine that's very racist, but it's hilarious and very stereotypical. It's great. So like we all need to go do this thing. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're celebrating my birthday with Nick Condition. We're going to go to Tilty Bob's.
Yeah, I'm in.
Or Rec Bar and Mobile.
Whatever fund somebody was going to set up for sending me to space, nope, it's going to be used at pinball machines instead.
Right.
Pinball machine.
We do that. My birthday's at the Ren Fair. Everyone's invited.
Oh yeah,
100%. I'll
we
be
have
there.
a couple of birthdays coming up here. Yeah.
I'm going to go to
I'll
round
bring my
one for
sword
my
and run
birthday,
away.
hopefully.
Yeah, we are.
Awesome.
Win some claw
All right, fam.
games. I'm serious
I love you
about my
guys.
claw games.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Everyone, remember, like, subscribe, smash that notification icon so you get updates the second we drop new content. Remember, the gamers who play together, stay together. So please, keep doing that. Are you all right? All right?
All right.
Peace. Have a good night.
Bye. Night.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers.
See you, Rob.
Rob had to go take care of his 50 million kids.
15 million. Yeah, 15 million while holding down 14 jobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has one job. I don't know what he's talking about.
It's a doozy though. He's an
That's
involved.
true.
Taking care of all his kids is a doozy.
Yeah,
Poor
that's
Fran.
a busy life. I can't imagine it. I want that little pinball game though. Oh my gosh, I want that so badly
Yeah.
now.
I'm
I'm gonna find that.
listen. Once the fall gets here, it's going to announce MagFest, okay? And you're going.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
you're going. Deal with it.
Have they
And-
announced?
and we know the dates.
We don't have a date. Okay.
Yeah, the dates are always the first weekend of January.
Then it's just getting a room.
We're just waiting for the rooms to come up and the badges to go up. But you
Yep,
have
cool.
to go
Yep.
because one, you love music.
Yep.
Two, 24-hour arcade games and pinball machines.
You put
And-
music and arcade together. Yeah, I'm in.
And we have to take you to the Starship Bridge Simulator.
Mhm.
So imagine
Sorry, what?
you get to. It's a bridge simulator, so it's like acting out Star Trek basically. and
So
you have to, like,
each location or each little thing, you
Each-
have a job to do.
yeah. As for the
Oh, that's cool.
bridge. Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. All right, I'm in. But by the way, that reminds me, one of the things I did not plug about Potemkin Pictures, the sets that they have put together is really, really, really cool. So there is this giant basement that is just filled with all sorts of sets. We have what I'll call a Federation Bridge set. And I mean, it's legit. There's working screens, lights, consoles, everything. There's a sick bay. There's an energizer, a transporter room. There's a Klingon bridge. It's pretty cool stuff. So yeah, when you just said the set like that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that reminds me of that.
I definitely want to see it. It's so cool. I wonder. I need to reach out to a friend of mine. Like, he used to be like the mayor of my hometown, and his wife is a huge Trekkie.
Okay.
And I need to tell her and see if like she want to check it out. Pretty
Yep.
cool.
Yep. What do you say we all wrap it up here?
I reckon.
I reckon
Sounds
so.
like
Oh yeah,
Good
I didn't
time.
get a good view of this. Look how big this guy is compared
He's
to
so
me.
cute.
Show that up there for a second. Whoops, not me.
That's you.
Not me. Don't show me.
That's
oh
not
my
me.
god. I
Here,
know how
I'll
to
fix
click
it.
things.
Ah, we're clicking at the same time.
There we go.
What? He's so big.
That's
One
great.
day I'll stream this, but I have to schedule it so both Tina and Robin are over. So until then,
Yep.
because I have a Twitch that I don't use or whatever.
Did you played on it a couple times?
Yeah, a
haven't you?
couple of times. I need to make like a little intro video or something. So if only I knew somebody I could ask to like give me some tips or something. Someone with like really cool hair, super handsome. Oh, Andrew, that's you.
You lost me there. Yeah, you had me
It's
up
not
until that.
me.
Y'all
But
lost
yeah, I
me.
think it's a good time to wrap it up.
Yep, this sounds good. Everybody, thanks for joining. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you. And hey, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.
Damn, Tina, you're good.
Man, you and Rob both have like
Wow.
the spiel down. I have never
I've been doing
once
this for
practiced
like
that.
4 years. I have no idea how long. I just keep adding on years. I have no idea. Anyways,
4
good
years,
night,
five,
guys. We do have
400
videos.
years.
Yep.
We do have videos coming. We just have to put the editing touches
Ooh,
on.
we
those.
do. Yes.
But we will see
Once
you
my-
soon. Good night.
once- Yep. Yep.
See
All right.
ya.
We're out. Everybody have a good one. See ya.